5 seconds, these blacks at the end of the episode.
5-second blacks.
Those 5-second blacks, those were to keep us from being in the middle of the sentence at the beginning of the episode like I just was.
Well, good morning.
www.5secondblacks.com.
You too.
5secondblacks.com is
okay?
not a website you should go
Better
to
than
on a school
before.
or work computer.
No.
Where is this?
It's just a bunch of
What
black
happened to
dudes
me
that
after
premature
college?
ejaculate.
It's just coming.
You're
It's
at
just
the
black
inn,
dicks
Lady
coming.
Lake.
No, it's like
Alicia
7-second
graciously
videos
took
instead
care of
like
the arrangements.
half whole.
We slept for
just
3 days,
exploding.
by the way.
You really were asleep for
Well,
3 days
3 days.
straight.
That's what happens when a spirit gets in you, bro.
Was I?
Yeah. We got a
Now
fever and we
tears
slept
you
for 3
apart.
days.
Why don't we
And
all
so they
take a walk
carried us to
around
the
town?
inn.
I'm game.
No, Alicia carried us to the inn,
All
I
right,
think.
let's go.
Oh,
Bow.
she's a strong girl.
Bow, bow. Because if they carried him, I'd just be floating.
Yeah.
Which happens later, spoiler.
He's finally awake.
Not-
Stop!
It's not that far in the future.
Oh, my.
Actually, go ahead and
He's
spoil
younger than
everything.
I
So
thought.
we solve this
Nah,
early.
even if I spoil
Literally an
everything,
overnight
it's just going to be a bigger trek.
Indeed, he is.
Yeah, the episode. We're just gonna do the whole thing. The episodes are gonna be like, "Hey, see that
See
thing
that
I
thing I
told
told
you?
you?"
I told you about that. That was gonna happen."
I'm only spoiling things that don't really affect the plot or that were already spoiled in the opening title,
You
like
must
the
be
title
hungry,
song.
kind shepherd.
Right.
I'll fix you up something at once.
Free food.
Oh, dude.
Like, yeah, some free
But
food.
I'm actually
Could I be a
stepping out for
shepherd?
bit.
I want free
Oh,
food.
really?
Yeah, for real.
Well, then
People
I'll
are
get it
way
ready for
nicer
when
to
you
us
come
right
back.
away, but
Don't worry
then
about
some
the
people
bill.
start being
It's the least I
skeptics.
can
Damn
do,
skeptics, you
shepherd.
know?
Yeah.
Really? Thank you so
Being
much.
like,
I'll be back in a
you're
little while.
just talking to yourself. What are you, a
Crazy
lunatic?
person.
You're not the real shepherd. This other guy's
Get
the real
off the
shepherd.
drugs.
There will be other guys imitating us at some point. Spoilers.
Really? God.
Almost no
See, it's
one
not a
out.
real
I guess
spoiler.
it's still pretty early in the morning.
Why? Because I'll forget by the next time we record.
Holland is fake
You
as
alright?
fuck. Some
just
dude's
felt
gonna
strange
pretend
all
to
of a
be the
sudden.
all-powerful
Like a
thing that we
weird
actually
pressure
are.
was
And then you
crushing
kick him in
down
the
on my
balls.
chest.
Nah, we just let it happen.
What?
That's kind of a
You can
spoiler, I
sense
guess.
it already?
Actually, you know what? Fuck lady, whatever.
What you're
Like, I want to
feeling is
fuck
the
this shit.
malevolence all around
Oh,
us.
Her
Alicia.
cooch is like
Now that you've
this.
become
It
almost
is.
out.
It is
You
pretty
can
much
sense it.
exposed.
Like, goddamn.
This
It is an
proof
alternate
that your
color,
body's
but-
already
Hashtag thigh
grown
gap.
accustomed to my power.
That's not as
You
big
don't
as
say.
Dropsy's thigh gap.
You mean there's really
There's a
that
reason
much
for that.
malevolence out there, even beyond the city?
His legs aren't
Indeed.
necessarily where they're
And this
supposed
is
to
only a
be.
taste. As people start to crowd the streets, you'll feel
He's
it
so
even
fat
more.
that his fucking
His legs have grown apart from each
they're
other.
dislocated. They're permanently dislocated from their hips, from his hips.
How do he doesn't even know they hold him up, but they do.
This is one of those scenes in JRPGs where you have to follow the character that's moving way slower than you normally run.
I hate it. Why does every...
So you have to hold the walk button.
Yeah, why do they all do that?
I don't know. Every single one ever has done that.
It's
Right?
like, if you want to make me walk this speed, just animate it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
just
want
put
to
it
do
in a cutscene.
Yeah, I don't want to do it at all.
I mean, I'm following her to a place. No, I haven't already been here, but still, I'm following her over here.
Right.
Jesus Christ! And they walk because this is the walk speed, not the run speed.
It's a little goofy looking,
Ugh.
too.
Animations aren't great.
Kind of walk a little goofy. Oh. When you're Seraphs, you don't have to use doors. You just face through into the
They
building.
didn't animate doors opening either. And also, it wouldn't let me move there. I wasn't just standing around. It wouldn't let me move.
Oh.
It showed her walking away while I just stood there. And then I'm going to go ahead and change my inventory out real quick.
Oh, okay. I was like, Jesus, you're
Put
doing
it-
this quick.
I'm going to put on a bunch of inventory.
Unnamed
He's gonna be
sword
messing with my inventory.
plus 7.
Yeah, those are the weapons that you can transfer between game.
Oh, was it the one you just pulled out of the rock?
No, it was because they took my sword when I went back there, and they haven't given it back yet. So I just
Oh.
decided to equip a different one.
There you go.
Oh man, what a
They'll give it back
gorgeous
before I have to
lake.
fight anything else, but
It truly is.
whatever.
But
You're not fighting
amidst the
anything else in this
spectacular
video, are you?
scenery, the town of Lady Lake is
No.
being
I think
corrupted
this
by
video is entirely
malevolence.
cutscenes.
Yeah, now that I can sense it, I can feel the corruption
Episode
everywhere.
6, the
We
cutscene
can't let
episode.
this go on.
It isn't just happening here in Lady
It's a
Lake
lore
either.
dump. This is the lore
It's eating
dump.
away at the entire world.
I got a lore
Explain
dump.
all about
The
malevolence.
scenery may be
I need to eat
splendid,
some food so I
but
can
you
make a lore
feel that
dump.
this place lacks the
And they're
blessing
telling
of
us what we're
Seraphim,
supposed to
can
do
you not?
next, kinda.
Right.
Yeah, in Alicia,
They need
I could
Seraphim
always
to bless
feel
the
Gramps'
place.
blessing.
You know.
But
See,
here,
like,
Is Seraphim,
like
like-
Gramps blessed us
But
and we could
Lila,
feel it.
This little walk of yours
like
isn't
that.
just
Oh,
a
okay.
Like we
It's-
could feel
situation.
Gramps'
We can feel
blessing-
Gramps.
his
Is it?
blessing.
His
got something
pleasant
to tell us.
blessing. So wait, is
Yes.
Seraphim like the blood of the
I
Seraphs?
must clarify to you.
No, Seraphim
true
is what they're
purpose of the
called,
shepherd.
and Seraph is just short for Seraphim.
Oh, so you
The
get
shepherds
the
can quell
Seraphs.
hellions
And you
beings who bring
rule
chaos
the-
to humans and seraphim
you help the
alike
world?
with the power of purification.
What?
So wait, do you shepherd the
That is
seraphs?
the power of the shepherd. However, that in and of itself is
I
not
don't
the
know,
shepherd's
dude.
duty.
He mostly just kills Hellions, or he mostly just
What the
purifies
shepherd must
Hellions.
quell is the source of all malevolence.
He has to fight the
being
Lord
who
of
gives rise
Calamity.
to
That's
the
what it is. I
Hellions.
think that's what she's about
Is
to
that
say.
what the big dude is from
Yeah, the big
Lord of
purple dude with the
Calamity.
Super Saiyan. Yeah, Lord of Calamity.
Ah, okay.
Yes,
That's him.
this figure has been known by this name for countless centuries.
But it's
Whenever Hellions run rampant,
there's
this
always
figure
just
is
like there's always a new
there.
shepherd. There's always a new Lord of
A Lord
Calamity.
of
I don't think that's a big
Ah.
Who
spoiler.
begets Hellions with the overwhelming amount of malevolence he possesses. Given enough
Kind of
time,
like the
a Lord
good
of
and the
Calamity
evil,
can
you
even
know,
permanently
themes,
alter the
themes,
world itself.
tropes.
This game
There's
is pretty
tropes.
on the nose
Such
with
is
its
the calamity he
terms.
brings.
I like Tales JRPGs because they're most
If
like
I
an
remember
actual
correctly,
anime.
the
I think that's why I
celestial
like
record
them.
said that
They're
a
most
shepherd
like
hasn't
actually
appeared for
sitting
the
down
last
and watching an
200 years.
anime.
Yeah.
And 200 years
Including
ago,
the
there are
skits,
records
which are
that the
basically
world was
filler
overcome by an
episodes.
unprecedented calamity. Could there be a connection?
I understand.
Tales of
So,
Legendia is boring
the
as
Lord
fuck
of
though.
Calamity is the source of all the malevolence.
I don't know if
and
I'm
it's the
gonna
duty
finish
of the
it.
shepherd to
It's a good
find
thing
and
I,
put a stop
I
to it.
stole it from the internet.
That's
It's
all well
PlayStation
and
two
good.
game.
Dude, turn off the
Where
mic.
is this
Sorry.
guy?
I didn't know you were gonna drop that you're stealing game.
For
God.
now,
I'm
It
not
is
gonna
enough
spend
so
50
long as you
bucks on a
understand
game
the
that
duty of the
that
shepherd.
from a used game store.
Huh?
You know?
The answers you
did it
seek
just come
are
out?
those you
No, it's
must
a PS2
discover
game.
for yourself,
Why is it
Saray.
$50?
I don't know how much it is. Those games, because
Answers of
it's
your own
not gonna
that you
be
will
like
not regret.
there's not gonna be a shit ton of copies out there.
Stay true to yourself.
Probably gonna be a little,
Forget
maybe
not your
25
duty,
bucks,
but
maybe
be
20,
not a
25
slave to it
bucks.
either.
I know Tales of the Abyss is like $25, $30 on
I'm
Amazon.
gonna
Answers of my own.
dig for one in a trash
And to
can.
that end,
Or you could
Saray,
get it for 25, 30 bucks on a fucking
I know
3DS.
you want to ask about the
Oh.
effects the Lord of
Tales of the
Calamity
Abyss, not
has on this
Legendia, because
world,
Legendia is
and
terrible.
how Earth dwellers and Seraphim go
I'm
about
still
their
playing it.
lives. But I want you to discern these for yourself.
I'll discern some.
It's true that I'm
Her mouth.
completely clueless when it comes to just about everything in the world.
I want you to travel the world and discover all sorts of things.
What this
Only
whole the
then
point
can
of
you
this
take
whole
the
scene
answers you
is
have
she's
found for
like,
yourself
okay, these are
and
what
make a
this is what the
stand
shepherd's
against the Lord
supposed to
of
do, but
Calamity.
you do whatever the fuck you want. That's what she's saying.
Well, she's like, I mean, I'm
not
not
that
the
tricky
shepherd.
a
You're the
concept.
shepherd.
She's like-
I
Pretty
can't
much
make you
boils
do
down to-
anything.
She's
Hey,
like, I'm
Saray,
not
let's take a trip
super
around
big
the
on
world.
people being forced to do things by destiny.
Yes.
So I'm gonna tell you
Got
what you're
it.
supposed to do, but you walk your own path in life,
Anyhow,
bro.
can we start by investigating some food?
You know what to do.
Talk about calamity.
Wouldn't that be
I
great
wanna
if he's
pass
like,
out.
okay, and then he just
Shall we head
lives
back
at
to the
strip
airport?
When I'm
clubs?
hungry,
We don't
I
have to
also
carry
get
our
itchy.
shepherd around.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like,
The innkeeper's currently making our free food.
right.
That's what we took a walk while he made our food.
No, I feel like it'd be great. She's just like, you can do whatever
I actually
you
talked
want.
to some NPCs.
I saw that. And you're just like, okay, and then you hang out at strip clubs all the time, and then she's eventually like 2 weeks later, she comes out and she's like, this isn't really what I had in mind.
I thought. See,
I
when I
thought-
met you, when
know,
I met
I've
you at the
always wanted to
sanctuary, I
travel the world.
thought.
I thought you
were
would.
different than this.
I
Never
figured you would
imagined
go
it'd be so
through
important.
with the Destiny,
kinda
but like
weird.
maybe just a
I
little
can't say I'm
slower.
not excited.
Or like,
Not be in seedy
I
nightclubs
think
all
it's
the
safe
time?
to say you're probably the most
Well,
I
like-
have to say, I'm not
sheltered
enjoying this
shepherd
at
in
all.
history.
what I was trying to say is,
You
you
really
don't have to
think
follow
so?
the letter of the Destiny, but you should probably follow more kind
Hey,
of the
Lila,
spirit of the Destiny.
What kind of people were the
and
other
you're
shepherds?
doing neither.
Yeah, just.
Huh?
Or maybe you just don't sit
sorry.
around
I missed what you
drinking
said.
beers even though you're not
So,
21
what were the other
and,
shepherds like?
and hanging out with the naked chick.
I missed
This
what you
is
said.
this is the introduction of a
Lila?
recurring bit where
Yes.
Lila
Hiding
has made a pact
Oh my. Isn't
to get
this
her
lovely
powers,
weather?
and so she can't talk
Looks
about
like she
previous
doesn't wanna
shepherds or
talk.
the nature of her powers. Otherwise, she loses her powers.
Can I ask why you won't answer?
Oh.
So she just
I-
pretends.
I
She
have
just changes
forged
the
an oath
subject
with
really
myself.
poorly every time they
So
bring up
long as
something
I
she can't
uphold
talk
that
about.
oath,
It's a recurring
I may
bit throughout the
wield
whole
certain
game.
Extraordinary powers.
Fun.
However, the terms of
Like,
the
I
oath
can't
also
tell you why I
prohibit-
make paper lethal, or else I'll
No,
no,
she
longer.
she does
So
explain
wait,
that in
does
one of
that
the
mean there
skits
are
to one of the
certain things you
characters.
can't
Really?
discuss?
She will explain what her
By
weapon is all
powers, I
about at
assume
one
you mean
point.
the power
All the
of
characters do.
purification?
They all explain their
Oh, wow,
battle
look at the
styles and
pretty
skits.
butterfly.
Oh.
You're
Pretty
kind of
butterfly.
bad at this, aren't you?
That's the
Does
that's
it
the
really
one form
matter?
of skit that's all about like
traveling the
it's
world to
telling
find
you
these
about
answers
gameplay
anyway,
elements.
after all.
So we need to
I like how she
investigate
just
each
says it
land's
and then
shepherd
doesn't
myths.
look like. Did y'all see it?
Yes, that's 1,000% correct.
The butterfly.
Can other seraphim besides you wield the power of purification?
We should get back before Saray collapses from hunger and we have to sneak his body through the back alleys. We better get going. Chop chop, no time to waste. The food is probably ice cold by now.
That's kind of anime, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
get
saying.
going.
These games are so anime cheese. They're the best games if you want some anime cheese. If you want some, like, super anime cheese.
Oh, it's been a while since I've indulged in some anime cheese. The
Yeah.
last anime I watched had no cheese. Well, maybe a little bit, but very like. Have you seen Attack on Titan?
No.
Not a whole lot
Welcome
of cheese
back,
in that.
kind shepherd.
No,
Your meal is waiting for
I haven't
you.
watched a
Thanks a
new
bunch.
shonen in,
All
like,
right, let's
since
eat.
I was in that age group.
I gotcha. It was good, but there's not cheese. It's
Yeah.
not very cheese.
From what I've
Good.
seen,
It really hit the spot.
I bet the
my
mo-
brother-in-law loves shonen. It
Right.
seems. He
You
watches
ate
all
like
of
a
them.
champ.
If you want
It was
cheese, maybe the
delicious.
movie.
You
Because they
sure
made
you
like
don't want me to pay for it?
they made a movie of
course
Attack
I
on Titan that's not animated.
Thanks so much, sir.
Oh, real? Oh.
It's
Yeah, I
not
heard about
American
that.
either, I don't think.
Oh, I have something.
It looked pretty garbage.
I have a hard time getting
Maybe
upset
Alicia.
about Scarlett Johansson playing Ghost in the Shell.
What could it be?
Well, yeah, why would you care?
It's a letter.
Oh, that's
My
true. I
sword,
haven't seen Ghost in the Shell.
bags, and
That's the clothes that she
clothes?
gave us.
But also, no, I think it's dumb.
Oh,
What I
shit,
said-
Perfect timing.
What I said
Perfect
on
change to
Twitter
kinda
was,
smell.
if every role that in every Hollywood
Alright, then.
movie for the next 3 years was Scarlett Johansson, I would be okay with that.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I see one movie a year. If it was always see, I'm in the same clothes.
Oh,
If
dude,
it
you
was
look so
always-
much better.
If it was always Scarlett Johansson,
about it?
then
It looks
I would maybe see 2 movies
fantastic
a
on
year.
you, Lord
Oh,
Shepherd.
dude.
yeah.
It really
I wouldn't
does.
watch porn
So
anymore.
does.
Now they're
that's-
complimenting me
Oh,
on my new
I
clothes.
want one.
That look slightly brighter, but the
It's
exact
the
same
garb
as
the
your old
shepherd
car.
handed
No,
down
Literally,
the
those
they-
are the
tradition
exact
you
same
make.
clothes.
You
I
wear
haven't
it
changed
well.
clothes because it's still my costume.
So you can put lipstick on a pig.
Wow, that's amazing.
He's gonna
admit
make that
it,
joke
Leo.
again in
You're
about 5
jealous.
minutes.
Are you serious?
That
Yeah,
lipstick on a
you
pig.
wish.
He's
Yeah.
gonna say that exact same thing in about 5 minutes.
So what's the letter all about?
Man, he is just a bevy of
Well,
great
He is obsessed.
great one-liners.
Yeah.
Dear Saray,
I'm loving the
This is
hat
great.
more and
We're
more.
gonna get some more music. We're
I
gonna
hope
get
your
some more
rest at the
Alicia
end was
Saray music.
rejuvenating.
Oh, she's.
When I
She wrote him a
learned you
letter.
can communicate
So wait,
with
there's
sound,
music
things of
around their
divine
romance
nature
and they
could
never
not be seen.
romance?
There's no romance. There's more of a romance
When I
between
saw
him
you
and the
draw
other
a secret
female main
letter
character,
from
spoiler,
Lady
than there is
It
between
felt
her.
right at the festival before my eyes.
No, this isn't episode lore dump. This is episode spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. I mean, there might have been spoilers in the last one too.
No word. There's been spoilers in all. You can't help yourself.
I love spoiling. You're spoiling for a bruising.
Don't think that's how that goes.
It's a beatdown. What did he say? The baby skulls gang and why does get you know? What did he say?
I think he says you're cruising for a
I
bruising.
thought it said beatdown.
Visit me at my home.
Cruising for a
He
beatdown?
said something for a beatdown. Maybe he said
Did you have a chance to
what
try
does
out
he use? It's so out of place
Yeah.
with the rest of the music in the game.
Well, I don't know, because I think I'm confusing it with the balloon shot skit, too.
Oh,
My, what a kind-hearted
that was
young
weird.
woman.
That was a good one. No, that was a different.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
buy you an
seriously.
entire array of
I should be the one who's
clothing.
thanking her.
Why not do it in person then?
Good idea.
Oh no, we're gonna
Let's
go
move.
thank Alicia. Oh, this is some
Come back and see
this
us
is some
again,
class.
kind
This is some
shepherd.
class scenes we're
You
about
bet I
to
will.
watch.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like class with a capital C? Or capital gay?
Where this is the point where other
Man, these
characters
clothes
be
offer more
able to
mobility than I
know
thought.
for sure that you
They look
are
purely
actually able to
ceremonial at
communicate
first
with
glance,
them.
but it
But
turns
only
out they're
Alicia,
practical.
really.
Oh.
And she can't see him still, but she'll be able to hear him a little bit. I thought it was frozen. I thought the video crashed for a second again, but it's not. It's good. It was just me opening the menu. That's what he was actually supposed to be wearing.
Oh my god.
And that's what they just gave us.
Oh, okay.
But that's what I've been wearing the whole
Quite
game.
so. Perfect
You
for
don't
the
get that
journey
until
we're about
like
to undertake.
you find it in a treasure chest somewhere like 30 hours
It
into
looks
the
like
game.
all the hype from the
And it's
festival.
Everything happens 30
Now
hours in the
everyone's
game.
talking about
You
the
notice
shepherd.
every time I say something like way later in the game, I say 30 hours. It all happens at that 30
I do
hours.
forget about that with RPGs. It's just like, don't worry, the game really opens up in like after the first 30 or 40 hours.
This one is really about 5 hours when you start actually wandering around the world doing JRPG things.
Oh, so it's not like Final Fantasy 13 where you're running down a hallway and learning stuff for 30 hours.
No, not really. No, it's good.
Still bitter.
The shepherd.
I think the next episode after
Have you
this
need of
episode
Lord
ends,
Alicia?
the one that we
She's
won't
on
have
the
to record
terrace as we
today,
speak.
Right.
I think that's when
Thanks,
I go
I'll see
out
if I
on
can
the world
find her.
map and start going to dungeons. I think I do 2 dungeons in the next 20 minutes of video after this video ends.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So
2 whole dungeons.
action-packed
Sarai,
footage
you
for
came.
next time.
Yeah, it'll be in a lot of me speeding
The shepherd's
speeding up
garb looks
battles.
wonderful on you.
She thinks we look sexy.
Eyebrows.
Some fine lipstick on that pig.
See?
Yes, Mikleo. We all know your opinion.
What? Pigs are nice.
I,
It was
I
so
take it
funny
there's
when
a
you said it
seraph
5
present with
fucking
you?
minutes
I
ago.
know.
Piece of shit.
I'm
I told
glad
you there
at
was,
least
would you
that
believe me?
he called him out for it. He was
to
Right.
be honest, up until the events
Well,
that
because
took
he's
place at the Sacred
fucking making
Blade
him look
Festival
bad in
this
front of his
year, I
girl.
wouldn't
can't
have.
hear him.
But even from the moment we met,
We
I
just
could
saw him
tell-
snap at something
how
she
can I
couldn't
put
see.
it? There was something.
Yeah, but she gets it.
Yeah, she did.
Something different about you.
It was the eyebrows, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't the eyebrows back
Well,
then. It was
she's
the
right.
True.
it was the hat. The big fucking hat I was wearing. She's like, damn, this dude has a bunch of head.
Something about that hat and that third eye.
Look at this. Look at this.
Right here is his name is Mikleo.
Okay. Back up. Back up.
Please.
You're
find
here in
the
my
inner
bubble.
grace to forgive
You're in my
rudeness
bubble.
up until
Get your
now,
cat
so
out of my
thank you.
bubble.
He has literal bubbles too, because he's a water
Rudeness.
snake.
You've never struck me as rude.
That was the worst
She
mouth
says
rim
you've
shot
never
anybody's
done
ever
anything
done.
to offend him.
It was a rolling rim shot.
And this here is Lila. She's the one everyone calls
doing
the
magic.
Lady of the Lake.
I love it. It's Penatella over here.
I truly believe in my heart that you were meant to become the shepherd. Whereas I mean all of us here in the city, can be standing right
He's got a
next
cat on
to
his head
Seraphim
too. They've got matching
and
heads.
still not know.
Kind of.
That's not quite true.
She can't hear you.
Now she can.
Not yet, no.
Sarai, try taking Alicia's hand in your own.
But
Huh?
I don't
sure.
have feelings.
Alicia,
okay.
give me your hand.
Because he has no feelings, it doesn't even register on him as a weird thing to say.
Yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll grab a hand.
Like this?
He doesn't even know to hold.
Testing,
God,
testing.
he's a
Check
child.
1, check 2. Can you hear me? Hello?
Doesn't look like
She's
it.
not a mic. Talk to her like a human.
Okay then. Sarai, try closing your eyes.
No, think about it.
Testing,
Keep in mind
testing.
Alicia's perspective
Alicia,
this whole time.
can you
Right.
hear me
He just
now?
turns around and looks at something, and then turns back and closes his
Says
eyes.
something, turns back, closes eyes.
And then,
Am I doing this
Still
right?
no good.
no good.
it's not. He's holding her hand.
Close
Close her
your
eyes
eyes
like,
and
no,
also
it's
hold
no
your
good. It's no good.
He has to hold his breath. And then she's gonna cover his ears. Spoilers.
Alicia?
That was a micro spoiler.
Huh?
I can hear it. Another woman's voice.
Who is this other woman?
Really?
Who's doing you? Oh, because he's holding his breath.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
We Seraphim are able to see right into the very hearts of
Because, you know, you
humans.
can't talk when you're holding your breath.
Remember to show gratitude
Not
to
well.
all
You
things.
can't speak.
It is in
What do you mean?
exchange
You
for this
can't breathe while
gratitude
you're
that we
talking.
offer our blessing.
You can't do it. It's
No
not
matter the
possible.
circumstances,
You have to breathe
never
out to
neglect
do
the
it.
Seraphim, or your
Breathing
heart
out-
shall turn to
talking involves
malevolence,
breathing
and this
out.
in turn shall bring calamity.
So I guess he can't breathe out either.
Right.
She's explaining.
Fear
Now
not,
she's
Alicia.
explaining the
We
Lord
have
to the
indeed
other
seen your
character.
gratitude for ourselves.
Like, I can't breathe.
He's a chump. He
Sarai,
can't hold his
one
breath
more
more than
time.
30 seconds. Please do it again.
Yeah, please,
She's a
please,
dick
A
to
better
do it
way
now.
do this?
please do it again.
I'm afraid this is the only method we have.
Clearly,
for
you'll
now.
never be able to eat me out underwater.
Once you've grown more accustomed to my power, and
So
have
this
learned
is
to
my
use
only-
my
That's a
beings
royal
as both
tradition.
vessel and a
This is
shepherd.
the only other thing that gets my rock.
That's how we.
I
That's
believe such
that's
a
how we
strict
get
sensory
betrothed.
block will not
You
be
can't
required.
marry me unless you eat me out underwater.
So,
While my
First.
father and mother are
once I
present.
do grow stronger as a
Yeah,
shepherd,
that's our
everyone
wedding
will be able
vows.
to hear the Seraphim?
As for Alicia, she
You're
has
dead.
possessed
They're
a
still
natural
holding-
resonance from birth.
She's now holding his hand
Nowhere
with
near
both
as
her
much as
hands.
innocent.
Like,
Right.
please, I want to hear him.
I see.
I need to.
Looks like it's not that simple.
I need to
Regardless,
hear.
I was able to have a conversation with her. I now have no doubts that the Seraphim do indeed live among us.
The cat on her.
And that alone.
The cat might be
Gets
the
you
goofiest
excited?
thing. No,
It-
it's
Yes.
not. It's not.
Really? It's up there.
It's up there. It's definitely. All the masks are pretty weird.
The fact that one of the
Legends are
bunny
no mere
ears
fairy
drifts is
tales.
funny to me.
I should have made them bigger.
Oh, you can make them bigger?
You can make
Alicia,
almost. You can
we're
change
going
the
to stay in
size
town
and
for a
color
while
of
yet.
almost everything,
That's
Let me know
amazing.
and the
anything.
position and the rotation.
Take care.
I will. You too.
But you can't rotate the bunny ears like they
I'm
don't
sorry.
rotate.
Looks like our explorer.
Like, you
symmetrically.
can't put them like bunny ear beard or
You
anything?
can,
Oh.
but you can't like make them wider apart or closer together.
Oh, okay.
So if you want them like on his ear,
Relax,
then they're
those
on one
ruins
ear.
aren't going anywhere.
Oh, okay.
What?
We're
How
going to
did
some
you know
ruins
what I was thinking about, Nick Leo?
in the next episode.
Didn't I tell
This
you
is
I
the end
wasn't
of the
gonna let you
episode
go
coming
off
up.
by yourself? So what's the plan?
Let's have another look around town. There's
We
gotta
got to
be a
get some
clue
clues
around here
about some
somewhere.
ruins first.
Oh, okay. Well, they already knew about the ruins, though.
We knew there were ruins, but I know where the ruins are. I don't think I gather clues. I think it just runs straight there.
Yeah, get fucked.